Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Brad Mower.
And this is
IFXtra.
So, how is everyone this week? We're doing fine, aren't we?
Yep.
I've been doing an awful lot. I've been working. You've been working. What have you been up to this week?
I mean, time just goes really weirdly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The first part of this week was the sort of
Birthday celebrations.
post bits of my birthday. Yeah. So birthday last Sunday, and so we had a few bits going on Monday and Tuesday, and then I've just been sort of getting back into stuff since then. Trying to sort of chase a bit more external work so we can pay for more things, which is always fun. Got a few bits and pieces done on here as well. For example, some user requests.
What's that for?
Well, sometimes people ask for sort of simple little things, and I think I can just kind of sneak that in quickly. We are now showing even more stats on the website. For example, your biggest fan, who you have liked the most, and which of your replays has had the most views.
That's interesting.
App users will have had that previously. It was in the previous version of the website as well. It sort of disappeared at some point.
Okay.
But user request, wouldn't it be interesting to see how many replays drawings had without having, because you could only see the most popular one.
Okay.
So now when you're looking at your profile and you're looking at your list of drawings, as well as being able to see the number of likes, you can also see the number of replays. So you can see which ones people are interested in watching.
Watching the whole thing, see how you did it.
Exactly. Maybe they think it's really interesting how you did it and they want to learn from it, etc. And to go with that, there's also a new sorting option. So you can sort by most recent, by likes, and now by replay views. So if you wanted to see which of yours most people have looked at, you can do that really easily.
I wonder if anyone's looked at. I can't imagine anyone's looked at mine.
Well, maybe.
They're not that good. Okay, now it's time to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to SOS for Jean Breu in black blanket sits under a tree by campfire and tent. I just love the way the sparks are coming off the fire and it's lighting up the tree. Those colours are beautiful. Well done, SOS.
My favourite description this week was, "The Twitter bird didn't choose the thug life, it chose them," by Moomin Girl. Yeah, that bird's stretching out, getting ready to cause some trouble. Does look like he's got a bad attitude. Nice work, Moomin Girl.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Madness for Red Shirt Man using glue to make Pony into unicorn. Pony doesn't look too happy about that, but he looks really pleased with his work. There you go, he says. Well done, Madness. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Now I'm going to see what we were talking about last week in the forums. So last week in the forums, I said, who's your favourite teacher at school or college or uni? And what did they teach? Both my favourite teachers, Mrs. Lavelle and Mr. Eldred, taught English literature, which is probably why I ended up being a librarian. So I said, how about you? And Vi said, at school, a certain Mr. T taught mathematics and was my 11th grade class attendant. Despite me never doing that well in advanced maths, he'd always been very encouraging and believing I could achieve great things. At uni, it's going to be my PI, where I did my bachelor's research. He was one of the strongest figures, inspiring me to return to academia and get a master's degree and do what I do now. Because, we know Vice is a doctor.
I mean, that's what you like, isn't it? When inspirational, and they
and when they believe in you, you think, oh no, actually I can do it. If they think I can do it, I must be able to do it. It really, really helps, doesn't it?
9% says, my favourite teacher was Mrs. Bull, my 5th grade English teacher. She was the first adult that talked to me and not at me. Very big difference.
Absolutely. That's a good teacher.
I had both of those. Well, I had a lot of talking at you teachers. I had a few talking to you teachers, and they were definitely my favourites.
Yeah.
Most teachers called me hyperactive and said that I lacked concentration, but Mrs. Bull knew how to direct my eagerness into something productive.
Oh, that's nice.
She's the first teacher that made me feel like I was special and was worthy. She treated me like I belonged there and like I was a special part of her class.
That's so nice, isn't it?
I mean,
such a difference, people.
Some people should be teaching.
Yeah.
Some people shouldn't be teaching.
Absolutely.
But some people, they're the right person for it.
Yeah.
And
I like the sound of Mrs. Bull. She's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mrs. Bull, Mr. T.
Yeah.
They both sound
Sound
very
good.
cool. Yeah.
Who's your favourite teacher?
I mean, I had a few. It feels a little bit harsh picking specific ones out, but I had an amazing physics teacher, Mr. Bagley. He was really cool, and he always found really interesting ways to explain things. And he had this amazing thing where we used to think. He was a bit like me. You could get him to waffle quite easily, and we used to think like, oh, hang on, we've got him going off topic here now. We can kind of slack off for 20 minutes, and he'd be telling you some like random story, and it'd be all waffle or whatever, and then and there'd just be this big elaborate story, and then he'd be like, and so that's how simple harmonic motion works. And it was actually, it turns out it was just like it was like a story that was actually a really good analogy for the thing we were learning. And he was basically stealth learning. Yeah,
Cool.
he was really good at that.
He sounds very cool.
I had Mrs. Hutchings as well, a fantastic English teacher.
Oh, yeah. English teachers are the best.
Yeah. I had Mr. Brown, the maths teacher, and Mr. Hall, the IT teacher.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
Yeah, they were the right kind of people for teaching. Yeah. But yeah. Still think of them sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You always remember your favourite teachers.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Awesome.
I think of Mrs. Hutchings every time we talk about Shakespeare and things like that, because she got me into that.
Cool.
Yeah, she was really sound.
Okay, now it's time to see what we'll be doing next week in the forums.
Happy April! Time for a new forum game. Name a character from Harry Potter. Let's see how long it takes before we run out. Then the next person can name another series for us to try. I will start. Gilderoy Lockhart.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread of the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool. Now, don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night. We're being zeitgeist 5 rounds of 5 different topics.
Yep, you've not seen this before. Every Sunday night, 7 p.m. UK time, over on twitch.tv/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the Interference Quiz of the Week. It's a live, interactive quiz stream where you play along against the rest of the audience. Each round's based on one of the week's drawings from Interference, and Bunnery here picks 5 of her favourite drawings and then uses them as inspiration for rounds and questions.
We won't... Awesome this week.
Well, they always are.
Yeah.
We won't get to find out what the actual topics are until the night, but you do like to tease us with the featured artists, don't you?
Okay, this time we've got featured drawings from Picnic, Callum, Heraclium, A Trophy Man, and SOS.
Okay.
Sure a lot of like really good players there that have been there with us a long time, and then a couple of new ones.
Yeah, a couple of new names on there. Interesting.
Yeah.
A couple of quiz players as well. You know, Heraclium joins in sometimes. Callum's around
Callum's
a lot.
Always there, yeah.
Okay, interesting. We'll have to see what happens with that. As I say, Sunday, 7 p.m. UK, twitch.tv/interference, if you'd like to join in with that. So that's this Sunday, but what will happen last Sunday?
Well, last Sunday, Darth was the winner with 216 points. And then second was Goose with 192, and Frontlawn was third with 181. I think Frontlawn's quite new as well.
Yeah.
Storming up there.
Pretty good scores there. But yeah, Frontlawn, like maybe their second go, I think was it?
Really good, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So that was Sunday, but then also we do Zeitgeist 20 on Thursdays, which is one topic, 20 questions. What were we doing last week?
Last week we had 20 questions on elements, all about chemical elements in the periodic table. How they got their names, what they do, what they're used for.
Yeah,
really
I mean, I was wondering if it was going to be like, oh, is this going to be all about science and chemistry? Or maybe it's going to be, I thought maybe you're going to get something in there about, Photoshop elements or,
I had a look around, but it wasn't very easy to come up with questions. But like chemical elements are so interesting. I thought, we could do 20 on those. It's fascinating.
I mean, the thing is, you can't trust them because they make up everything.
They do.
Yeah. But yeah, so even when we think we don't know about them, they're all there. They're all around us.
They are.
But yeah, go on. Who did
we had 20 questions, but the highest score was 168. That means 4 wrong, but 8 fastest answers for Darth. And second was Goose with 161, and Gord was third with 130. So I think that was quite a hard quiz, that one.
So Thursdays, if you get all the questions right, 200 points, So, quite difficult then.
Some weird ones on there.
Interesting.
Like technetium, you've never heard of.
Yes.
Which apparently is called technetium.
I got called out on that. We said it was like a shibboleth because I'm in IT, so I see that written down. I see TECHNET written down.
TechNet.
I say TechNet. but no, apparently it's technetium.
Yeah.
So yeah, I learned something. But yeah, it was really interesting.
Good fun. Would you like to know what the Zeitgeist 20 is going to be next week?
Go on.
All about spies.
Spies.
Real spies, fictional spies.
Okay.
Interesting, yeah.
Interesting.
It should be.
Okay, I mean, I can think of a few obvious things that might come up there, but yeah, real and fictional. Okay,
absolutely.
Interesting. All right, who have you got inspiring you for that?
The drawing is by 9%, which is really awesome.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you'd like to find out what that's all about, you'll have to join us on Thursday, 7 p.m. UK, twitch.tv/interference.
Okay, that's all the news for now. Just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved. You can play for free on the web at playinterference.com or download the app for your device. Just search for Interference in the app stores. You can also get social with us. We're on Twitter at PlayIFX. We're on Facebook at PlayInterference and patreon.com/interference. If you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building these new game modes that we've done recently, running the quiz, adding in all kinds of exciting new features and new cool interactive stuff, paying for cats as well. Grumble's got his vet bill coming up in a few weeks, so that'll be a fun use of 500 quid. Yes, so we do appreciate your support. You get supporter status interference, so you get access to things like replays, the challenge system, invite system, the new game modes like Art Start and Recall, all kinds of cool things. More stuff if we can keep doing it as well. And if you're a quiz player, you get a custom entrance shout out from Ava.
That's the best bit. Okay, that's it for now, so we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.